is Beth Treaster, and I am one of the Wayne County Master Gardeners. There's a whole team of us. We've been well trained by Jonathan Ferris, the county extension agent in Wayne County. And today we're having our first class, episode, whatever you want to call it, here with WCTV, which is a real privilege for me. We love to share about gardening. Today, as a starting point, we're going to look at a typical home in Richmond. We're standing here in the front yard of a standard suburban home in Richmond. But what we're going to talk about would apply to old and new houses. Let's just start around this house and ask ourselves the question as we go. If this family that lives here wanted to grow vegetables, where could they put them? Okay, right away we come to shade. Well, we have ruled out this side of the house. The very first criteria for growing food is sun, ideally full sun. You can grow a lot of things in partial shade, but generally not food. There are a few fruits that will make it. But if you're going to grow vegetables, especially those tomatoes that everybody loves, you need full sun. So we're going to rule out the north side of this house. This is kind of northwest, isn't it? This house is at an angle. So we're going to walk into the backyard and we see a much more likely situation for growing food. Full sun. Now, the owner of this home has already made some investments in this. And in another one of our episodes, we're going to talk about where to put beds and whether to raise your beds or not. But we can see just by looking that this is a good location. Most of it. There's one part over here which is full sun, but it's got a slope. Can you see that slope over there? You could plant something there, but you would be constantly dealing with the erosion. As soon as the grass were removed from this area, the soil would wash down. And especially since it's higher behind, we can imagine that a lot of rain comes this way. This area needs to stay sod covered or it will erode. So we're going to rule out this side, this southeast side of this house, and it's too sloped. You could fit some vegetables here, but again, the water travels in a course here. This would probably be very wet. Could be good in a dry year, but could also be a problem if it's like the rains that are coming this week. Also, this side already has some very attractive ornamentals. Now, you could put some vegetables in between those if you wanted to. Let's come back to the front yard, which is almost full sun. At least this side of the yard is full sun. Now, I want to make something real clear. There may be somebody watching this who says, you can't grow vegetables in your front yard. You know, you can. You really, really can. And I wanted to be sure I didn't get anybody in trouble. So I talked to the Department of, Infrastructure and Development. A very helpful lady named Monica talked me through the Richmond City Code. And it's quite clear that you are permitted to grow vegetables in your front yard in this city. Now, I'm not talking about HOAs. We'll get to HOAs in a minute. Right now, I'm talking about what the city says. The city says, well, 3 criteria. You cannot grow plants in a place that will be in the right-of-way. And that usually means between the sidewalk and the street. You cannot grow something that's going to infringe on your neighbor. Now, I've done it, but if my cucumber vine goes over the fence into my neighbor's yard, I just give him the cucumbers. It's not a problem. Now, this is the third one, and when I was talking to Monica, she kept bringing this up. as like a theme. The city's perspective is grow anything as long as you maintain it. And there's the key. Vegetables can be just as pretty as daylilies or roses. It's all in how you take care of them. And it's particularly attractive when you blend flowers and vegetables. At my house, I have the neat grass strip. People see that first, and it's mowed. So they know, oh, there's a house that's being taken care of. Next to the grass strip, I have flowers. Oh, beautiful flowers. After the flowers is vegetables. And most people don't even notice them. The people who do are like, wow, that's cool. My neighbors are always walking by and commenting. So you really are free to grow in your front yard. HOAs, though, may have other rules. Don't think that you can't just because you live in a neighborhood with an HOA. They all have different guidelines, and those guidelines are changing. If it says no vegetables in the HOA rules, you can maybe just go make a case that you would like to try it, and you will keep it neat, and they may say fine, because times are changing. I read that, for an example, one lady in an HOA in the state of Maryland took it all the way to the state legislature, and it's now a law in Maryland that they can't make you grow grass in your front yard. So there's a lot more consciousness of we can grow vegetables, we can grow pollinator plants. This turf grass, yeah, it's pretty, yes, it's great for the kids to play on, but it's not near as valuable as food and plants that help our environment. So a couple other fine points about where would you grow vegetables? Near water, if you possibly can. It's no fun dragging hoses to the far corner of your yard. And remember, it doesn't have to be a big space. Gardens now are not like some of us remember from childhood, where you worked up a great big area with a big tiller or a plow, and you had the room to walk between the rows. Now you just need the space to plant the vegetables. You'll still walk around the vegetables, you don't walk in the vegetables. So it doesn't need to be a big space. Really, any yard in Richmond could make a place for vegetables. And we'll talk in further sessions about how you can get started with that. All right, one last point too. I wanted to say this is a newer house, so you probably don't have to worry about lead. But if you live in an older property, you don't want to put your vegetables right up next to the house. There will be lead in the soil. And also, if you live on a very busy road, there will be lead on the soil. Like, I would not put a garden on 40. But see, still, there's a lot of possibilities here. It's been great to share this with you today. I'm Beth Treaster again. I'm with the Wayne County Master Gardeners, part of Purdue Extension, and we look forward to sharing more of our fun that we have with gardening.